only guy in the whole damn place without a beard and white hair, by the way.
See, now
Yeah.
the opposite happens. I don't know if you know this, but when you go into a place, everybody that has a beard, we all know each other. It's like a secret club. Everybody gives the
Okay.
nod,
Yeah.
like, okay, if shit goes down, we're the Beard Brothers. We're together. And everyone will look you in the eye, but if they don't have a beard bigger than yours, they immediately look down. Like they're like, you have the bigger beard, you're the better person for some reason, because your beard's bigger than other people's.
Yeah. And you don't shake hands with your left hand.
I'm just telling you what my experience has been, dude. People judge you by your beard. They do. Like, oh,
Yeah.
it's okay. And people come up to you out of the blue. Oh,
And you all look the same too.
yes, that's correct. We're all white, over 40 rednecks from. We are Florida, man.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the worst fucking podcast you've ever heard. Both mics.
Hey, everybody, welcome to Both Mics.
Hey, folks, Both Mics is a show about nothing and everything. That is Mike Sofka over
And
there.
that is Mike Taylor, and together we are Both Mics.
Both Mics, yes, we are. Welcome to show number 166. On Both Mics, heard everywhere. Podcasts can be heard, like iHeartRadio. Are we on? We're not on Twitch anymore, right? No more Twitch.
We still have a presence on Twitch. We don't do live yet because of studio location, but that's a different story. We still have an active account on Twitch. We just don't go live on Twitch anymore.
Cool. Yeah. All right. But find us on YouTube. Go to MySpace. Hello. Go to bothmics.com. Check out our merch page. We have some things there that are right up your alley. Valentine's Day is coming. Get your chick a nice Both Mics t-shirt.
Yes.
She'll love it forever.
That's what you want her to get. I do have a new line. I'm going to put out some women's panties with the Mike-isms on them.
Nice. Yeah. Nothing is real.
It's all fake. Yeah. Don't trust anyone.
I'm looking at my my YouTube videos on here. I have. You ever hear of Maho Beach?
No.
Maho Beach is a beach in St. Martin, and it's the one beach that is like at the end of the runway of their airport.
Mm-hmm.
And like people have died because of the blast from like 747s and stuff.
Oh yeah.
They'll get up to the chain link fence at the end of the highway. Of the runway, and they'll hold on, and they'll get blown off. And when you get blown off, you get blown into the street, and they have like a Jersey barrier, and people got like head first and died. People got run over. Yeah, just all kinds of crap.
How'd that place get its name?
Maho?
Yeah,
I don't know.
I think the guy who founded that place bought that area for his wife. And she asked why he would buy that for, and he said, "'Cause you my hoe, beach."
Nice.
Thank you.
But
Hero Week.
Yeah, so I was just looking like, oh, look at that! I got videos of like airplanes. Like you could throw a tennis ball and hit the plane as it lands. That's how close it is to the beach.
So you were there.
Yeah,
you were there. You did that. Did you feel the heat from the plane?
No, we didn't get up. If you're like against the fence, they say you can, but we didn't get up there. It's runway, fence, one lane road each way, curb, the beach, and we stayed on the beach part.
They had it set up like that in Orlando. I'm not sure if it still is. Off the 528, you could catch the planes coming in. Nowhere near the level that they are at this Maho Beach. I mean, they're not that low, but there's an alley right there, and you can park. They have a bunch of cars, and people park there and watch the planes fly right over your head, but nowhere near at the level that these are. This is crazy.
After 9/11, they kind of fenced that area off and kind of discouraged people from doing that. Yeah.
Well, see, it's been a while since I've done that. I haven't done that since Trey was little.
Yeah, I remember seeing it when like we'd come on vacation and we'd see it. And shortly after we moved to Florida, 9/11. So
I
they kind of did away with it.
Yeah. I'm living in the 90s, man.
Right. Now I have a video of the heart monitor that was on Xander when he was born. And that has 9 views.
Wow. All right.
Yeah.
It's got like 2 a year. It's almost a 2-year average. It's pretty good.
Right. My Monsters of Rock stuff has a lot of views. But that's about it. And the Day in the Life of Mike. Check that out. I actually took a video of me taking the stitches out of my finger back in 2015. That has 10 views.
Classic.
Me removing stitches from my finger. That's
why did you have stitches in your finger?
Shortly after we got married, we had a gift opening party, or Brenda had a gift opening party at the house. And that morning I was out cutting the grass and doing different things. And I decided to trim this one tree that was kind of by our sidewalk with pruning shears without gloves on. And I'm grabbing the branch, cutting, grabbing the branch, cutting, grabbing a branch. And this particular finger, snip with the pruning shears. About 11 o'clock in the morning. And I just basically put towel around it. And I held it like that for the entire day through this party and everything else. And then at 8 o'clock at night, we went to urgent care and I got 3 stitches in my finger. It was like it was late Saturday on, during the weekend, get to the urgent care at like 8 o'clock at night and there's nobody in the office. So we have to wait because the doctor has to come in from home. I guess they're that slow that the doctor just goes home. And when he's needed, he comes in. Hopefully he didn't live too far because he was there for about an hour and a half for 4 stitches. And
see, I'd have been more impressed if you'd had video of yourself stitching it up.
Right? Yeah.
Taking them out, I get it, but
yeah. Well, that's the thing. They want you to come back for a follow-up visit to get the stitches taken out. Well, my mom was a nurse, and a couple times I had stitches, she took them out.
Yeah.
So I'm like, well, my mom could do it, I could do it. And it's pretty simple, but
Did you floss with the stitches afterwards?
No. I did save them though.
I didn't know if it was like a thing like with the babies, like the umbilical cord. You ate the umbilical cord, right?
No.
Mike.
Is that why I can't grow a beard? Is that why I can't grow a beard? Is that the thing? Speaking of growing beards, all right. As I mentioned a few shows back, Xander, our 5-year-old, is doing flag football.
Yes. And
last week, my wife was on a business outing, and she didn't make it to practice. It was the first practice yesterday. Last night was his second practice. They have a 2-hour practice. They got games tomorrow. God, 2 games tomorrow. One at 10 o'clock in the morning, one at 1 o'clock. Like, really? So like we have to, blow the whole day watching 5-year-olds attempt football. So yesterday, Brenda came along. We brought some chairs. We sat down. We covered up. It was a little chilly out. Nikki was playing with the other kids, and Brenda turns to me and goes, "How does it feel to be the only guy on the sideline here without a beard?" And sure enough, I looked, and every dad, of course, 10, 20 years younger than me, every single guy that was on the sideline had a beard of some sort, along with the 2 coaches for the football team.
I'm a trendsetter, dude. I don't know what to tell you.
Trendsetter. Yeah. And I couldn't believe it. It's like, all right, it used to be where like people with facial hair were like not trusted, right? How many people in the car business?
That's right. That's why I didn't have one for years. I purposely shaved it off for years because of that reason.
Right.
They did there was a real study that they did, and people that witnessed crimes, whether the person committing the crime had a beard or not, the people always put a beard on them.
Interesting.
Yeah. It's like your white van thing. There was always a white van. Yeah.
There's always a white van. Look outside, look to the left, look to the right. There's a white van somewhere.
Yeah.
So I've never had a beard. Like my dad had a beard, and he used to just do it in the wintertime, because he worked on a loading dock at a pharmaceutical company. And he said, keeps you a little bit warmer, whatever the case might be, blah, blah, blah. and then he went full-time beard, but it was always kind of like not a 5 o'clock shadow, but not to the length of Santa Claus over here. And yeah, I just never was into it. I grew it out for 8 weeks when Xander was born because I had 8 weeks off from work, full pay. And I decided, if I ever had a chance to grow a beard, now would be the time. Well, yeah, it was barely a beard after 8 weeks. So yeah, I shaved it off. Not a fan of it. Not a fan of facial hair. But now it's the thing. It used to be just those people that grew beards all the time, over there in the Middle East. And now it's the common thing here. You can't tell what nationality people are because they all grow freaking beards and mustaches.
So I can tell what nationality somebody is if they don't have a beard.
I was just being funny.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm just asking. I don't know. Yeah. I'm just asking. No, I like
Relax, Mohammed, all right?
Think of all the money I save on shaving. You don't have to buy any shaving stuff,
Whoa, why is... Okay, let me plug in my computer here. I moved my computer to the office, and I forgot to plug it in. And I'm getting a notice saying, your battery's running out. All right. So, yeah. Only guy in the whole damn place without a beard. And white hair, by the way.
See, now the opposite happens. I don't know if you know this, but when you go into a place, everybody that has a beard, we all know each other. It's like a secret club. Everybody gives the nod. Yeah. Like, okay, if shit goes down, we're the Beard Brothers. We're together. And everyone will look you in the eye, but if they don't have a beard bigger than yours, they immediately look down. Like, they're like, you have the bigger beard. You're the better person for some reason because your beard's bigger than other people's.
Yeah, and you don't shake hands with your left hand.
I'm just telling you what my experience has been, dude. People judge you by your beard. They do. Like, oh, it's okay. And people come up to you out of the blue.
And you all look the same too.
Yes, that's correct. We're all white, over 40 rednecks we are Florida man.
Yeah. It's funny though, my one coach is from New York and the other coach is from Florida, and it's like oil and water. It's funny watching the two coaches work together. And I'm like, yeah, this guy listens to Eminem, and this guy listens to Leonard Skinner.
Sometimes that's what you need. You need two different viewpoints. I can remember, when I coached football way back in the day, that was the way it was. It was good to have people from different backgrounds and so forth that could work together because I may see something that you don't see, or you may see something I don't see, even though that's not my area of expertise. Because little kids, that's difficult. It's like you said, they don't even pay attention. They don't know where they are. They're uncoordinated. That's what it is. But if you could teach them the fundamental skills, some of those kids, I coached kids that played in the Super Bowl, dude.
Cool.
I coached kids that went on to have college careers. They played football at D1 schools. They played arena football, all that shit. And you're sitting there going, yeah, I remember that kid. I remember that. I remember this kid, So yeah, that was fun. That was a fun time. Hopefully your kid enjoys it.
I need to buy the coach a whistle though, because like we've had 2 practices, they've had scrimmages with other teams, just kind of going over the basics, and no one has a whistle, and the kids are running around. They're like, all right, yeah, come on, bring it in. Like, hello, get a whistle. Let's blow the whistle.
Is that a thing? Other teams, dead. It's not like they're not allowed to have a whistle. They just don't have one.
Yeah, they just don't have one. Yeah,
go to academy for $10 or whatever, $8, whatever.
Right? Yeah, the coaches on the other side of the field, they divide it up. There's like all these teams practicing at the same time. The other coaches have whistles, and just not our coach.
When Trey was young, he had the best arm on the team. That's why he was a quarterback. I purposely did not want to coach his team because I didn't want to influence that. But there was a couple times where, I helped out on occasion. And then one time, game time was about to come up, or 5 minutes to game time, still no sign of the coach. Can't get a hold of the coach, don't know nothing. So I coached the team. We had a great game. We won. Everybody's happy. The next day he calls me and says, yeah, no problem. Got a little locked up. Thanks for handling everything for me. So I guess he was out.
It wasn't me calling, by the way, folks. It wasn't me calling in.
Yeah, but I remember during that game, because Trey can throw the ball really hard. When he was like 10 or 12 years old, I had him going to camps and so forth, and I had him throw the ball with guys who played D1 quarterback at like Georgia Tech and all sorts of places. And they all said, how old is he? He throws hard. You know, and his placement was always really good. And we trained that ever since he was a toddler. We purposely trained that. So comes part of the game, we're like maybe a third of the way through the game, and these kids ain't catching the ball. Trey's hitting them in the hands, and they are not catching the ball. So I call timeout, and I get everybody over, and I go, what's going on? Everybody can catch the ball? They're like, yeah. So Trey calls me over, and he goes, I think I'm throwing it too hard. They're afraid of me. I said, no, here's what we're going to do. We're going to reverse course here. I want you to throw it at their face. He says, what? I said, yeah, I want you to throw it at their face. And I tossed the ball to him at his face, and he put his hands up, and he started laughing and smiled. He completed a lot of passes because he was aiming for their face. And the kids would put their hands up and accidentally catch the ball.
Yeah.
It was brilliant. Brilliant strategy.
Yep. Yeah, the kids now, you know, this is their second practice.
Right.
You throw the ball to them, and they're kind of doing this. You know, they're like, they're looking away because they you know, I'm like, no, you got to keep your eye like on the ball at all times. So
I kept my eye on the ball so good when I was a little leaguer, the ball hit me in the eye. That's a true story. I had a black eye, dude.
Would you believe I've never had a black eye?
Really?
Never. I've never had a black eye. I've had the entire side of my face black and blue.
I thought you said black guy. Never mind. I thought
Boom. Yeah.
No way.
I was hitting the side of the face with
even by accident. No black eye.
No black eye. The closest was when the whole side of my face was black and blue when I was hitting the face by a pair of jumper cables.
Nice.
Yeah. And then I proceeded to take the jumper cables away from the guy and beat the ever-loving hell out of him.
I would have just made him hold both ends.
Yeah. No, they weren't connected to the car or anything. Long story, funny story. Nothing for on the air, but I punched the guy in the face, and he hit me in the side of the face with a pair of jumper cables at the same time. He fell to the ground. I picked up his jumper cables and proceeded to whip him with his own jumper cables until he scurried away and ran.
Nice. That's a rock and roll move right there, man.
It was 1986, so very rock and roll. And I was wearing nothing but my Ocean Pacific shorts. Ocean Pacific corduroy shorts. So, yeah, it was definitely the 80s.
Am I supposed to be impressed that you and another guy with his shirt off were fighting?
Nice. It was Texas, and it was July. Was it July? No, it's probably July or August.
There was somebody that I knew that I worked with a little while back, and they took a picture. Him and somebody else we work with were in his car, like they were going to or from the beach or whatever, and they took a picture of themselves with their shirts off in the car.
With a recent picture, or like back in the day?
No, this is like maybe within the last 8 years or so. And I was like,
a cell phone.
Yeah, and I was like, dude, I know what that. I knew that you were. I knew you were feeling it, and you thought it was.
There were gay guys looking at the picture saying, "That's gay."
Yes, that's what I said. And there was a big discussion and an argument, and then the picture was taken down. Yeah, yeah.
You embarrassed them.
Well, I wasn't trying to. It's just I didn't want the, Then he left his Facebook on the computer open one day, and we had fun with that.
You took care of business.
Oh yeah, buddy. Oh yeah.
Yep. Well, I had a girlfriend who I broke up with, and I didn't realize. Well, I knew she had keylogger software on her laptop, and I had visited my MySpace page on her laptop. So I guess she knew my password, which was the same password for everything I had across the board. This was back in 2007. And you ever date a girl and you get that distant feeling all of a sudden? You're like, oh, here it comes, So I wanted to beat her to the punch. And I broke up with her before she broke up with me.
That's such a friggin' George from Seinfeld thing. No, you don't break up with me. I break up with you.
Yeah, no, I felt it coming. So I was like, yeah, before this happens, I'm gonna, So basically I packed my stuff, dropped her off at work. I went to work, and on my MySpace, I changed my status to beating her to the punch, and she like knew right away what happened. Well, it comes out she had my password to my MySpace. So going off of what you said by someone leaving their Facebook open, she went in there and she changed my status to gay, and like friend requested every queen she could possibly find on MySpace. And God, I was furious. It was like, yeah, it was stupid, but I was like so pissed off, dude. It was unbelievably how pissed off I was. But yeah, big deal. MySpace. Are you on MySpace?
I can't remember any of those days, dude. I can remember the guy who invented it had his white T-shirt on, turned around looking at the camera like,
yeah, Tom.
Yeah, Tom. Tom was your friend. He was the first friend you had on MySpace. Everybody got the same friend. It's like an Elon move. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Elon would do that.
Exactly. Let me see. What did MySpace sell for? And let's go here. Let's go here. Let's go to the Google box. Let's go to microphone. And let's back up because I'm talking. What did Tom sell MySpace for? How much money did Tom sell MySpace? $580 million back in 2005.
He did well. He got out just in time.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Who did he sell it to?
What's it worth now?
$35. You have to renew that. You have to renew that domain name. Puts them in the hole every year. Tax write-off.
Buddy,
Is there even a MySpace? Is there a MySpace app?
I don't know.
MySpace.com. Do you remember what's your login for MySpace?
I don't know. I don't remember. I haven't been on that since 2007, maybe 2006. 2005, maybe.
It looks like it's kind of music driven now. There's a band called Bikini Kill. They have details for their 2002 summer tour. Their 2022 summer tour. So yeah, it hasn't been updated lately, I don't think. Tom York surprise release song. Let's see, is that from last year too?
Let's see if we can get on MySpace. Can we sign up for MySpace?
March 14th, 2022. This is all stuff on their front page. Sign in. You can, when you sign into MySpace, you can use your Twitter or your Facebook to sign in.
Oh, that can't be good.
Right? Sign in with how about new account? Let's do a new account. Feature music video profiles. Join MySpace. Join with Facebook. Oh, sign up using your email.
So they're trying to do the Facebook, but for music video, but it looks like everybody's videos. Like I don't have, I guess when I sign in, I then have a feed of some sort, maybe.
Yeah.
But it looks like a website that looks like YouTube/Rumble/ something that's going to feature videos and feature people. Yeah. You can listen to music on it.
Black Keys announced 11th studio album. Let's see how old this is. March 10th, 2022. This front page hasn't been updated in a year.
Wow. So maybe there is none. Let's see. Here's a MySpace exclusive. Let's see if it says when this was uploaded. Whatever this is.
Red Hot Chili Peppers 9 Inch Nails tour with Tenacious D. March 9th, 2022. That's so weird, dude.
Yeah, it's weird. They must be shut down.
Well, this freaking website's still here.
Right, but that don't mean nothing. There's nobody there to work it.
Right?
Is MySpace
didn't Justin Timberlake buy it? Or didn't he have an interest in it at one point?
I got nothing on here that's after 22. People asking at 22, and they were like, yeah, it's still open in 22, but...
Wow.
It was launched on August 1st, 2003.
And
first
he sold
social
it after
network
2
to reach
years?
a global audience.
Wow. And he sold it after 2 years for $5 580 million.
If you look up like on Wikipedia and so forth, now it says MySpace website that was a little more popular social network from 2005 to 2008. MySpace is a free advertising supported service that allows users to create web profile pages that feature photographs, express interest, and most importantly, link to other people's profiles. That sounds like every social media app there is.
Yeah. Well, they were I don't know, were they the original? What possibly could have been around before MySpace? Oh, AOL, I guess, chat rooms.
So Time had bought it. Time Incorporated at one point, and then they were in turn purchased by the Meredith Corporation in July 31st, 2018. Then Meredith spun off MySpace. Yada yada. From 2005 to 2009, MySpace was the largest social networking site in the world.
Yeah, and it like overnight just went away.
That just goes to show you the fickleness of friggin' I mean, remember, if you go back, there was always big rushes on the market. Like there was the software rush, like with Amazon and all that, creating
Yahoo.
Yeah, search engines and so forth. Then it became about searching. Then it became about social networking and sales platforms, eBay, etc., Craigslist, things of that nature. And then you have, this turn where people are fickle because it's got to be like it is. It's got to be independent. It can't be government controlled like they're trying to make it. Because you're going to have winners, you're going to have losers. Stuff is going to evolve. People are going to do good. People are going to do bad. But it's stuck around for about 20 years, dude. That's pretty impressive, I think, in today's
climate. God, what was I going to say? I forget. Damn it. Long freaking week, man. Long week.
On November 4th, 2019, Meredith then spun off MySpace and its original holding company, Viant Technology Holding Corp., and sold it to Viant Technology. See, this is all money moves, dude. This is all where we'll just
left
move
pocket to right pocket.
Company. Yeah, we'll just move it over here that we own. We need a tax break over there.
Subsidiary, right?
Yeah, buddy. We're in the wrong business, dude. We're in the wrong side of the business.
We've been saying that since episode 1.
Yes.
But yeah, when like MySpace, when Facebook first started, I remember signing up for an account and like looking at it a couple times, and I was married to my first wife at the time, and I remember looking at it saying, this is like a freaking singles. It was like Plenty of Fish. It was weird. It was like I thought it was like dating related, the way it was set up and stuff. And I deactivated my account. I just got rid of it. And God, for like 3 years, I didn't even look at it. And all of a sudden, I popped up in like 2008, 2009. If you look at my memories. But I remember, 2006, I was married. So I had it when 2005, 2006, but nothing I did with it until like 2008, 2009. Now it's like almost freaking addicting. It's annoying as hell. But you almost can't live without it now. You don't know what's going on with your friends and different activities that you're going to be doing.
And then, of course,
what I mean?
There's the people that they monitor that, so they make sure you're telling the truth all the time, because we can't have untruth on the internet. We can't have that.
I've never been in Facebook jail.
I'm trying to get you there, Mike. I'm trying.
No problem. Never been.
I've been in so many times. I'm in a witness protection program.
Nice.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah. I guess I don't care enough.
I got friends. Sorry. I got a friend right now who just got permanently suspended for a meme they shared from somebody else back in 2020.
Yeah, I don't know if it was you or somebody else was telling me about something like that, like something that happened like 5 years. Oh, I was a guy named Pervert Pete.
Pervert.
You ever hear Pervert Pete?
I want to know why you know a guy named Pervert Pete. That's my first question.
I don't know him. I was listening to an interview he was doing, and he had a YouTube channel. Excuse me. That I don't know what he did. I don't know what his shtick was, but he I guess he was told by his employer that they didn't like his material, and since he worked there, he had to stop the his shenanigans online. So he closed down his channel, and then he opened it back up sometime later. I don't know what, weeks, months, years later. I don't know. And he was doing more material, and somebody complained about videos that were like 4 or 5 years old. And he said 3 people complained, and that's all it took. And YouTube took down his channel.
Yeah,
and that's how he was making money. That was his full-time gig, was doing content on YouTube.
Well, it wasn't just. You might be referring to the comment I made to you, and we're running out of time here rapidly. The Alien, one of the shows that I did with her. I think she's on episode 10. I think it was episode 4, or maybe it was the 4th episode we did through the Both Mics and What's Hot in Florida network here. But one of them, just in the past like 60 days, got taken down. It was something like we did like a year ago or 2 years ago or whatever. Wow. It got taken down recently off YouTube for, bad information.
They won't explain why. Hello?
No. Yeah. And they trick you. They're like, you can, and Facebook does this. Here's what Facebook will do. They'll to say you're against community standards, and they'll send you a thing and say, you can remove the post here, or you can tell us why we should keep the post. So you tell why they usually keep the post, and they delete you. Yeah. If you volunteer to take it down, you get like so many of those, I guess, where I'm sorry. Yeah. And I will bow to you, censor. I no longer have freedom of speech.
This Pervert Pete guy was saying that, when something was taken down, and they give you a chance to appeal.
Yeah.
And he says, no sooner did he hit enter on the email, he got an email back saying, nope. We don't care what you say.
See, appeal
denied.
Only people on the inside know that. They think, oh, this is fair. I can appeal it. No, stop.
Yeah.
Stop.
Right.
Oh, man, we are out of time.
Another bot. Another day, another
worst fucking podcast ever. Thank you. We've met that achievement.
That criteria. Check that box. Worst ever.
Yes, please. All right, you got anything else? We're going to run out of here.
No, dude. Just football games and painting this weekend.
Nice.
Ooh,
all right.
Speaking of painting, we bought some paintings on our cruise ship, and they came in.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
In the art sale, the art auction.
The art auction, yes. Thomas Kincaid, we bought some art.
Nice. All right, well, enjoy that. All right, I'll talk to you later.
Bye, buddy.
See you.
Ciao, folks.